Welcome to the Venus and Mars Show, and once again, we're very happy to have you with us. I'm Peter, or Mars.
And I'm Ann, known as Venus.
Yes, known as Venus. Tonight we have two guests. One, a returning guest, you might remember him, Nacho Extreme.
Who could forget him?
And his, well, how would you call him? Mike Meoli, who is...
He's going to be his potential sidekick.
Yeah, sort of sidekick. And Nacho will explain that later to you. If you don't recall Nacho, you'll find him, I think, very colorful.
Okay, if you want to use that word, yeah.
Yeah.
Colorful in an entertaining sort of way.
We'll let you be the judge.
So Nacho, nice to have you back with us again.
Yes, the return of Nacho.
You brought us a friend tonight, though.
Yes, I did.
Who's this?
From Mike Meoli.
Mike Meoli.
Mike, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you very much.
We'll be easy on you.
One thing about Mike, I found very, very intriguing. He's a veteran in 3 militaries.
3?
3. Okay. He's a patent inventor. He got a couple patents out with inventions of his. Okay.
Really?
Now,
Yeah.
being a 3rd generation Italian, all right, rock and granite, he's a mason by trade and a general contractor. Now, one thing about Mike, he's the type of guy you can call at any time, and he's always there, okay? Now, over the past year since I've known Mike, you know, a couple older veterans or a retired state trooper, they call, need something done, you know? Don't hesitate, go over there, fix it, you know? And the thing is, if there was an award for being a humanitarian, I would have nominated him, okay? I've seen people around this world over and over again, they act the act, they talk the talk, but they don't follow up.
Well, how'd you two meet?
We met, back in the day, there used to be a Jack in the Box down in Everett, okay? The whole thing is either it's in or it's out, okay? So it's either he's in the closet or he's out of the closet.
What?
That was the whole thing.
What's
Yeah.
a box?
It was like a food place, like McDonald's.
No, I know all about the chain.
And you'd go down, and it was in Everett, and I grew up in Everett, and I spent a lot of summers there. And we used to go, and sometimes you'd look up if it was out of the box, or if it was, and be like, it's not out tonight.
What, did it mean something?
That was the big surprise,
never
whether
knew.
he's going to be in or out.
Yeah, in the closet or out of the
Nacho, what does that mean?
You're going to
Is
trigger
it
a
in or
lot
is
of
it out?
memories for people out there in the audience
But the
tonight.
thing is, years go by later, another friend, Mike, was out here for a bit, and he introduced me to Meoli, and we started talking, and he was like, yo, down in Everett. I was like, yeah, I used to have me in Medford.
We were at Cumberland Farms,
Cumberland.
and he's doing selfies with people. And I'm like, how does anyone know you're out here in Bridgewater? And then he goes to the pizza joint, and he's like, I'm at the pizza, and he's got all, because he has his, his phone where he does his
He does
to
a
his
live
people.
presentations, yeah.
Campus Pizza. Bobby and his wife, great people. One good friend of mine, she's no longer with us, Kevin Joyce, fellow actor, great thespian, sportsman, always worked out, great shape.
That's a pretty recent
Yeah.
passing, too.
Yeah.
Back into some early January. And, leaving his wife and his kids, and, not even at the age of 50 yet, and this happened, And, being in Bridgewater, Mike being in Bridgewater, Campus Pizza being in Bridgewater. I stayed out in Bridgewater for quite a while. And, the people, it's how do you put it? It's more like a comfortable feeling.
A knitted
You know what I mean?
community.
Knit community. It's not like being in the city of Boston. I'm from Barry. I'm from
turf
Dorchester.
war.
I'm Roxbury. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
None of that crap. People treat everybody with respect. All right? The kids. You don't hear them say F. But you hear none of the stuff.
Oh, that's Italians,
No, I'm saying, I'm saying kids in general. The kids are, hi, how you doing, sir? Can I get that? How you?
You mean polite?
being polite.
That's
But
what the
but
word
thing-
is.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they're not dropping the F-bombs.
Yeah.
Calling each other,
Yeah.
the N-word. You know what I mean? Call my spick and span, you know, Ginzo. None of that crap. Everybody
They call
showed
me
each other-
Ginzo.
As you know, I live in Bridgewater. I've lived
Yeah.
there for 27 years. And funny, I've only met Mike tonight, but his sister cuts
Cuts your hair,
cuts
yeah.
my hair. And then you, I didn't know, you were living next to me or close to me for 4 months right around the corner when you lived
Yeah.
there.
Nacho gets around though.
And he sees my brother-in-law in a place.
I heard, it's actually near it. It's right there in Southie.
It wasn't Mike's roast beef.
No, it's the pizza place.
Kelly's.
No.
Jack in the Box.
That wasn't Jack in the Box. Stobie Donuts. They have a little deli next door, their pizza, then they have the coffee shop next door. So I'm sitting there one day, I'm sitting in my caddy, this guy comes over with a shirt and tie, nice brand new SUV. He goes, "You're Nacho, huh?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You know my brother-in-law?" I was like, "Cool." He goes, "Mike Meoli." I was like, "Oh my God, you know Mike?"
Everybody knows Mike Meoli.
His niece is such a sweet kid,
Gabby?
Gabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Young Gabby.
Gabby was working down in Rhode Island at some resort. And she was like, you know, the guys, I was like, "Listen, I'm a former martial art instructor. If you want to learn something, I'll teach you." She goes, no. I get my little pocket knife and just like, nah, that's not big enough. I gave her a bigger one. And I was like, remember two things, stick twice, then run.
You know she's a black belt in karate, Gabby.
Yeah, didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fight her this summer.
Now, you two are planning on going to Texas soon?
My show, Nacho, Texas, it looks like eventually it's gonna be picked up soon.
So for the people at home
So-
that didn't see the show with
If-
us
if-
the last
If
time.
you
Right.
guys haven't seen the show, go to YouTube, Nacho Extreme Texas. You'll see a couple of sizzle reels out there. Just follow down. You might see other trailers to it. Now, the show, it's historical. We'll talk about the city, the state, what part took place in history, the cuisine, and the living out in that area. You got branded cows.
And music.
Well, we're forgetting a big thing.
I castrated a couple little bulls.
So that's what I'm talking about is the comedy. You left
yeah.
that out.
No, but there's a little everything.
Definitely a comedy show.
Say, but the thing is,
Definitely.
even though we're doing historical stuff, you know, getting to know the cuisine, the music, and everything, it's just throwing me into the mix.
Now,
It's
can I
taking-
just, well, let me just hold you right there, because cuisine, is it gonna be nacho-style cuisine, like eating golf divots?
No.
Tabasco
no,
sauce?
Wasabi?
What-
No, you know,
Okay.
it's the local cuisine.
Yeah.
What they're known for.
So you're gonna be a little bit of a.
It's simple.
a
When he
phantom
cuts them off,
gourmet.
and then they're gonna serve them to him.
That is so disgusting.
Are we talking about what are they, nacho?
Rocky
Nacho nuts.
Nacho nuts.
Oysters.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is, when they're cooked the right way, you couldn't.
Oh,
I
But
get
it's-
it. You can put
listen,
it out
it's
there with
interesting,
calamari.
though.
You can put that out with
Mike.
calamari.
I
Sounds like a
didn't
delicacy.
know
I-
that that's what they do over there. So when you watch the show, you're like, I
Okay, now,
can't believe.
Texas is a really big state. Are you guys designing like an episode in different sections of
Texas right
moving
now,
around?
yeah.
Correct.
You know,
No, within Texas,
then-
right.
In
Yeah.
Texas.
Yep.
Then, once we're done with Texas,
We'll go to
we're gonna
Boston.
come back to Boston and we're gonna start the road trip.
Oh, Lord help
Because,
us.
you know what I mean, I got a couple other people I grew up with that I could play off with, and we can have tons of fun, but we still get the point across. You know, I have Mikey Meoli, I got my good friend Johnny Drama, I got my friend Charlie LaGrasso, Mike Capadonna, you know, they come out, you know, here and there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be, every time having somebody with me, it's just appearance spots. Like Mike will be coming on 4 or 5 different times.
It's a road show.
It's a road show.
It's a
And the
natural
thing
road
is,
show.
you know, I've met a lot of people over the years traveling with Mark. Like I got friends in Philadelphia, New Jersey, Atlanta, Georgia. I get people, you know, Florida.
I don't think that there's any place that you could go that people wouldn't know
Yeah.
you at one point
You know what I mean? I could just say, hey, Pete, what are you doing?
Right.
What if I come down to Texas?
But you know,
what
it's
I'm doing?
interesting. Like you watch it and it's like a comedy and it's music and it's got food. But it's interesting because every time he's going to a different spot, you're learning about the culture and the food in that area.
You know, Mike, it's going to be pretty.
And it's funny. It's
Well,
The comedy.
it's going to be funny, but you guys are bringing a real lot of Boston down to Texas. What is that going to be like? Listen to the.
I'm gonna
to
bring
the
some
Boston
armor with me.
accent, the Boston accent.
Boston
how
meets
do they,
Austin.
How do they take?
You know,
they love it.
you get me. Listen, I went to a Garth Brooks concert. All right, my first. I
While
was
you
there
were
2
there,
nights.
yeah.
So I was there 2 nights. Or my first 2 nights there. Now, Brian Mazzola, my attorney down in Texas. I stayed with him and his family. Great people. The kids were great. 3 boys. All right. One plays golf, the other plays baseball and soccer, and the little one does it all. Okay. Now these kids are so great. We went out. Me and the father took me to Garth Brooks. So we're there, you know, Aggies just won. And everybody's like, yeah, the Aggies.
Pumped.
You know, all
They are
pumped
the
up.
Patriots down there.
All right, so now the Aggies are the college teams.
Yeah.
So Garth Brooks is performing. You know, we're way up there. And they're like, ladies and gentlemen, hey, guess what? We have a little special surprise here. We have Nacho from Wahlburgers here.
Lord.
Now I'm in a stadium. Hey, Nacho, no. I got so overwhelmed. I ran down to where my truck was. All right. Hey, you don't like my music? Come on, come up. I was like, dude, I was just overwhelmed. People yelling, screaming my name. And he goes, listen, we all have friends in lonely place. Saying that. It was such a great time. After the show, all the way back, that's all I could hear in my head is that song. The next morning, alarm clock goes off. I have friends in lonely places. And I'm like, oh. Then we went to the swamps.
Oh, the swamps?
Yeah, do some alligator hunting.
Yeah.
All right, I fell off the boat.
Wait a
Went
minute.
to the marsh.
You fell
Mike,
off the
are
boat.
you going to be doing stuff like that?
Wait a minute.
Hey, whatever they tell me to do.
You fell in
I fell
into the water.
Oh,
into the
my
water. See, what happened was,
goodness.
I was sitting up top with my boy T-Roy. He's from Swamp People. Now, we're bumping around the swamp buggies, or the fan boats. And they can stop and spin around on a dime.
Yeah.
Okay, so he started spinning, and I sneezed. Now, I sneezed so hard I could crack my vertebrae. All right, I sneezed. I put my hands up, and he spun around. I went bloop. All right, now I'm swimming, trying to get back to the boat. He comes over. The producer comes over. We had a guy from the Navy SEALs trying to pull me up. And here's a gator.
Did you hear the Jaws music while he was coming?
No, he got us to do suppressor. Done. Pulled him up. Then I leaned over. Here's another one coming this way. He just jumped in and hit the spiked blade. Just drove right through his skull. All right.
Oh.
When he pulled it out, it was like,
Is that going to be on the show?
no.
All right,
Then
good.
they'll do a show after we call him. Then they'll show
Then they
the
cut the tail and eat the tail.
Because they do that kind of stuff down in Texas.
That's right.
Now-
So they're gonna eat it anyways.
Now,
And then the alligator
tail,
pocketbook.
They cut that up, get done right. So delicious.
Like chicken.
I've had snake.
Can I make a suggestion then? Maybe down there you should start a chain yourself where is the alligator tail out of the box or it is in the box.
Yeah.
And serve yourself some alligator down there.
Nacho tail.
They have alligator sausage.
Ooh.
That is so delicious.
Can we please just move on to another
Alligator
topic?
nuts?
I'm not going to do well.
All right, how long are these episodes, by the way, the finished episodes?
No.
Yeah,
Should be about
it's
an
designed for an
show.
hour. And,
So
yeah.
when can we expect to see this? Like, what
Like-
stations are going to
Like
be?
the new Dwayne Johnson show, the Titan
Dwayne.
Games.
Yeah,
It's like his new show. You know how he's just started his new show? Wow.
yeah.
Well, my guys down there, Josh Mills, is with the networks right now talking. Okay? We have Netflix, we have Amazon Prime, and he's with CMT. CMT's been asking for more content. So he's been dealing with them a lot.
Yeah.
So I hope in the next several weeks we can close the deal so we can just start moving on. Because I'm getting too rusty being up here. You know, I'm only up here for one thing. If my mother wasn't here, I'd be in Texas. She's up here, she's not doing well.
I'm sorry.
And that's all I have. And I want to be here for every minute she's here. And like I told my sister and brother, if I'm out of town, you call me, I'm on that next plane right back home. All right? No problem doing it. You know, my mom, at her age, she's, you know, my backbone. When Mike Meoli, God rest her soul, my son passed, she was there. I went away for a couple of years.
A lot of people, I'm sorry to interrupt, but a lot of people don't know your personal story and your heartache.
Back in '86, my girlfriend, fiance, was killed by a drunk driver, and she was 7 months pregnant. And I was part of I was a barroom owner, I was in the unions, and they just destroyed me. Like you said, you see these days, your parents, when they live together for all their lives, when one goes, next one's gonna bother them. Like my friend Louis, when his wife died, 6 months, almost a year after she died, he passed away. My Uncle Peter, when he died, a year later, my Aunt Inga passed away. Because it's the love of their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the yin and the yang. Once you screw that yin and yang, you're screwed. You know what I mean? You know, we're supposed to cherish this part of life, cherish the people that paved the way for us, which are our parents, which my little pal over here, you know, his family with being the Masons. You guys did some serious work.
Oh?
He don't play around. You know what I mean? He comes from the old, strict, old school. And guess what? He plays it like life. He has fun with his life, but when it comes to work and getting things done, he gets it done. Now, Mike was telling me he wanted to be a part of this Titan thing. We put a sizzle reel together. He got an application in, so we're pouring in the workout segment to it, because he didn't do that in the beginning. All right, because everybody did their workout, the application plus a little sizzle reel of the workout. But I have a connection that's going to get it in there, so Mike has it in there. Now, I watched this guy work. I helped him, what was it, 20 bags of concrete we made for the stairs and the bricks?
Yeah.
All right, 20 bags of concrete makes it, he's walking, things are breaking.
No, the garage.
Oh, the garage. He threw himself through the wall.
I took a whole garage down by myself in a day and put it in a dumpster and fit it in that little, and no one could believe it, not even the homeowner.
Did you have
I-
some of that Italian anger behind you to help
And
you out?
I videoed it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you see these guys getting things out, they just throw it into the dumpster. You know, they negotiate where it's laying the way they're just gonna get rid of it. He had every board stacked up.
It was like a
Are you
puzzle.
OCD?
Well, they said I couldn't fit it in the
You know what
dumpster.
you know what I
so
think?
I proved them wrong.
You know what I think it is? It's being in the military so long.
Conditioned.
No, it's the way they said, hey, you gotta fit that into that. Can you fit a square in a circle? Mike said, hey, I'll give it a shot, and he can probably do it. All right, you know, the temperament this guy has, you know, I met his son. His son's a hockey player.
We went to Kelly's roast beef.
We went to Kelly's roast beef, all right? Now, we were at a sports world, my friend Phil Castanetti's place.
Yeah, best place to get, memorabilia.
All right, so we went from there, we went to Kelly's. The place was packed. I'm looking, I'm like, where's Mike? You know, I said, I'll be right behind him. And Mario was trying to get the Italian lead foot gone. So I catch up to him, and I'm looking. Then I spot his little son. He's right there, and I was like, all right, where's his son's like this, works like this. I'm like, oh, okay.
They say he looks like me, but
Yeah.
What do you think?
he's getting there.
He's getting there.
You know, and the thing is, you know, like I said, you know, being around the world and meeting all these people, you know what I mean? People are there for show, but I met a bunch of true people, which I've known you for a long time. I know Peter almost a year. Now, Mike, I've known about a year now, and the thing is, you guys, the way you, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold yourself to your own. You know what I mean?
With honor.
Yeah, you get that respect. You know, you show respect, you get the respect. You know what I mean? You say what you're gonna do. Okay? It's not like, hey, I'm talking on the side of your head. You know what I mean? Call in, honey, I'm going to the truck. Okay, I'll be right there, Notch. You know, and she's there. Pete, guess what? Yeah, the truck's all set. We get the truck. Boom. Mike Meoli, hey, Mike, come see me right now.
I'm there.
All right? Don't call me after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm in bed.
No, I'm watching the movie with my wife. Happy wife, happy life.
The last storm we had. All right, he moved his car out of the way. Okay, the branch came right down where his car was
Branch,
parked.
a whole pine tree came down.
On top
And
of
it would have been on the Land Rover, but I just happened to move it for some reason because maybe because of the storm, and it would have been demolished, crushed, and but you know, something else is gonna happen, so it doesn't matter.
Don't put it out there like that.
When he came to see me, right, the locks on the truck froze.
Oh my God! I was locked in the car. I
He
couldn't
had to
get
call.
out.
He had to
We were
call
getting
the
Most people are
hazmat.
locked
It
outside.
it was so when it was so cold.
Yeah.
I got in. I had to use a shovel, you know, to get into the.
locked in.
I shut the. I drove to the gas station to meet him for coffee, and I'm like,
I can't get home.
can't get out.
He crawled all the way
I had
through
to
the
crawl
back.
out the back. He couldn't. You know, he was frozen.
You know, I know.
You
Never
know,
heard of it, actually.
Carsicles.
I've never heard of
That's what we
somebody
had here
frozen
a couple of
inside.
I
weeks
froze
ago.
in the car because you put the windshield
Sorry,
spray
it's
on,
just- yeah,
right?
right, it's
It
just-
goes over, it gets in the seams, and it was froze to
You're
doors.
done.
So listen, before our time's up, I just want to say one thing. I have a special treat for you guys coming soon. I'm gonna make the arrangements for it. I got a barbershop quartet, a bunch of local kids.
Right. I forgot.
All right, my friend Johnny Drama's son,
No.
Johnny, and 4 other kids. They're amazing. All right, and when I bring them in, I'm bringing Johnny in, because Johnny's got a little good local news. It's gonna, you know what I mean. Johnny's had quite a few concerts here, you know, from Entourage.
Yeah, he's been pretty busy.
And his music, you know, so we're gonna have a nice little announcement next time we come.
That'll
All
be
right, just
great.
gotta
We
make
look
up,
forward
get
to
the time. You gotta make sure my Texas thing don't interfere. But I will bring Johnny and the quartet here. And I'm gonna tell you, I love these kids. They can sing. You know what I mean? A cappella,
it. Wow.
baritone, the bass. These kids kill it. And they're only like 14, 15, 16 years old.
That's great.
We haven't had any performances here yet, but I wouldn't mind a little.
No,
bit of that.
I would love that.
You know, and maybe we can get a camera, which I know I got a couple of guys that have their own cameras. Maybe we do a segment out of Johnny's studio and catch his band performing, have a live treat and do an interview over there.
You
Sounds
mean
great.
play the clip here?
Don't know.
Oh,
Go there and do an interview
At
oh,
the studio.
got it,
Yes.
got
Studio.
it. Yeah.
you know, because Johnny is a great performer. You know what I mean? He's got charisma. You know,
And comedy.
That word again.
Yeah, well, you haven't been around them
No, I-
as a group,
No,
so
I haven't.
When you see me and Johnny together, people will think first thing, Laurel and Hardy,
It's
Abbott
exactly what it's
Costello.
like.
Frickin' frack.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Twinkle- no.
Then I bring Mikey and Mo Larry and Curly.
too much.
Which
It's
one
going to
do
be
you like?
overload.
It's gonna be so funny.
I personally can't wait.
And the easiest thing is, when we're together, it just comes naturally. Just the way we pick on each other, how things turn out. You know what I mean? Don't have to be scripted.
Yeah, we don't
You know?
act it. You know,
It's
it's always an issue. There's always something he's doing or where I'm doing.
Yes,
or
I know.
Or the issue that we're in. It's always
Yes, I
an
know.
issue.
One thing, acting is acting. What you see on Wahlburgers, that's acting. But the real Nacho, I'm a fun-loving, and I have a blast doing everything I can. Life is too
He's
short.
putting the gas in and it's pouring out. I'm
Well,
not
by
done.
previous stories, we hear, the darkness that you've been through. You're not going to spend your life in that kind of darkness.
No.
You need a little
That's
happiness, a
yeah,
little
you
bit
know-
of laughter.
you know-
It gets you a long way.
You know what's gonna be the happiest moment of my life?
We're down to the last minute, Nacho, just to let you know.
The last minute, guess what? The last 44 seconds.
Make it good.
You know what? The best thing it's going to be in my life to make it happen is when I sit down with Mark and my mom snaps out of this little funk she's having. You know, Alzheimer's is a big thing, ladies and gentlemen, but cherish your parents. They paved the way for us. All right? Once again, Mike Meoli,
Yay,
Nacho
Mike.
Extreme,
Thank you for
Anthony
coming.
Dickerson,
Yes,
and what's his name?
Peter
Needham. Ladies and
I know it's
gentlemen,
hard to remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and stay tuned.
Don't forget my
Yes.
sister.
Oh yeah, the sister.
Oh, shout
Yeah.
out.
Mary Rose, hello.
Shout
Here's
out
Mike,
to
here's
the
Mike.
quaff.
He says you don't know he's on the show tonight, but,
That's right.
but she will.
She knows
I'm,
that.
I'm
Surprise.
texting her
Yeah.
tonight, by the way. I will. I'll text her as I guess. All righty, guys.
Thank you.
Grab my hand like Tom Cruise.
I couldn't get it in. Yeah, that's better. Well, I can just, no,
Tom
I don't.
Cruise, this is Tom Cruise shaking your hand.
All right, yeah, I know. You got to meet like that. You grab my fingers.
But Tom Cruise.
All right, boys.
Well, boy, Nacho's got a lot on his plate. I mean, he was funny. He was
Are you
animated.
talking about nachos and cheese and
Right,
jalapenos?
and then, but of course,
all of that.
with his mother and other things too. That's
Oh, I
things that he
know.
was going
well,
through.
everybody has, you
No,
know,
true.
their stuff,
True.
and that just happens to be his, unfortunately.
Yeah, and yeah, there was a nice salute that he gave to Mike too about
Yeah.
humanitarian and other things that he's doing.
Oh,
Humanitarian, what,
absolutely.
military he
Three
did
times.
3 tours.
Yeah.
It wasn't, or 3
Three
wars.
different
Yeah.
military tours.
Well, that does it for our show tonight. Until next time, I'm Peter.
And I'm Ann. Thank you for watching.
Where planets align but often
Often
collide.
collide.
We'll see you next time. Good night.
Night.